So I take 2, 5, right? 204. Now, guys, how many hundreds do I have here?
300.
So I take, not 300, 200. So this is the first one. Now get me the number for 200 mahzurim.
Why do you do 300 and subtract?
You can't subtract. There's a good reason. Don't subtract. I'll show you one.
Yeah.
Because what are you subtracting?
I'll subtract 6 mahzurim.
You won't be able to do that. You know why?
Because you don't have the
Because
equal number of
this
years.
6 is not 6. This 6 only has 2 leap years. Going backwards, you might have a 3.
First I need to do 6 mahzurim, right?
Oh, you want to subtract 6 mahzurim?
Mahzurim, then add 12
Yeah, well,
months.
we're not doing that. Here. Watch. 200 is much simpler. 200. What's the number? Right, so you go to 200 on the chart, and you get 5, 22, 200. Yeah? Okay, now go to 90 mahzurim.
Daled, Aleph, Tarel.
What?
4-1.
Daled, 4-1,
4-1, 5-30.
630.
6-30, sorry.
630?
630.
Okay. Okay, now go to 4 mahzurim.
6, 2,
No, 318,
220.
220.
And now give me the 13 years. Now that's important because the leap year is already built in here, so you don't have to worry about that.
So it's Vav, 621,
5,
520. 621, 520.
Okay, now, this, if it's now, this, I add all this up. That's my molad for that tishrei. Go, add it.
What does 621 come from?
What? 621 is 13 years. Okay, guys, so tell me what happened. What's my number? What's my number? Guys, come on. This is simple math.
1774.
What?
1774.
Very good.
11080.
What's this?
This is
62.
60, 61.
67. 67. And what's this number?
20.
20.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's simplify. Simplify it for me.
So Khalakim 694 Khalakim.
So this is minus 1080. What is that?
694.
694. Good.
68 is...
That's
This is
68.
going to be 3.
68 minus
That's 20.
Minus 48.
48, so leaves me 20. Add 2, that's 22. Take out 21.
It's 1.
120, 694.
Look, so you just found 120, 694. You guys just found a molad of any year that I just threw at you.
So
You can now find any molad on earth. If I wanted to find Hajvan,
just add Ib Tashta.
so I would add Ib Taksad to this whole thing.
Or even easier.
If I wanted to find Kislev, what would I add? I would take my chart and go to the second one,
Gimel Aleph.
Taku.
What's the thing? 126.94?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Where did this number come from?
Yeah, right there.
And you got it that same thing? Yeah, okay, because the only thing you have to be careful, you could do that with mahzurim. You can't do that with years.
Because you have to subtract the year.
Yeah, then you always add the year.
You always have to add the years because there's leap years come in here.
Right.
So 8 years is not the same as minus
Right, but
11.
But I got that 294. So
You know, you could do that for the
And
end.
this and this are the same. And
Right.
this and...
You always have to add
The
the
leap
years
years.
at the end.
No, but I'm
Rabbi,
saying
just
this one
have
and this
a
one.
question.
The reason we don't like to
And
do
this is a
that
standard year, so
is
that...
because there's one reason I don't like to do it your way. We stay with one mode of arithmetic. Addition. We don't want to subtract and add because it'll confuse people.
But I'm not subtracting. I'm adding it out.
You're adding in a hard. Okay. So you're adding in a hard, right? So that's okay. It could work. It could work. But, okay. Now, do one more. I want to find. Aki, what's the question?
Now, is there a reason why we didn't subtract it by 190 and just cut out one of the things? Meaning divide 55.99 by 190 and then cut out the 10 stuff and do it by 10?
Because you don't have a 190 on your
No,
list.
because I want to do my. I want the
You don't
exact
have a
number.
190 on your list. You have a
So
90.
knock that out. No, that's by 10.
That's
You're
10
not
times
knocking
19.
anything out when you're dealing with mahzurim.
Right, so you
Mahzurim are
have to do
important.
10 times 19 for that one.
You can't knock anything out here. It's very important.
Number.
When we're doing Yitronot,
190 years right there.
there's nothing to knock. You can't knock out in the amount of
So you gotta
Yitronot.
stay true to the 19.
Because
cycle.
you have to stay true, because 100 Yitronot is not the same as 10 Yitronot. The total is a total different. Look at it. 10 Yitronot is He, Kaf, Alif, Takan. 100 is Bet, Kaf, Gimel, Kaf. It's very different. So, you have to be careful to do it this way. But now, in 5 minutes, 5 minutes, that's all it took you guys. I took an arbitrary year, and you guys got the molad. So right now, what you guys could do is you can figure out any molad on earth. So let's do one or two more. I'm going to do one without months, and then I'm going to throw one with months. Let's do this year's Tishrei. It's 5773 Tishrei. So what am I going to do now?
5772.
Divided by 19. Give me the.
303.
It's going to be 303 because that's
Remainder
3.
16.
Remainder 16. So we already know that, right? Remainder 15. I went back.
Oh, 15. Because
Oh,
15
15.
minus the year.
I'm not trying to figure out if it's a leap year now. I want remainder 16 if I want to figure out. Guys, when I wanted to figure out if this year was a leap year, I didn't subtract 1. Because I want to know if this year is the 16th year. Right? When I want to know the amount of mahzurim in years that have passed, I have to subtract it because I want to know. Until this Tishrei, from Baghdad, 303 cycles and 15 years have passed. Okay, so it's different. So, okay guys, so let's do it. Let's
So
do it.
120 for the 300. For the 300, it's 121.
Well, let's start. Baghdad, I'm going to do with you guys.
254.
Baghdad is
254.
204. That's the first thing we're doing. Go to 300.
121, 300.
I'm relying on you guys, okay?
Yeah. And then 3.
3.
705.
705. Give me 15 years.
33905.
Okay. Add it up.
2109. 2109.
Why?
2114.
905, 705, 300, 204. How's that on
2114.
2114.
How's it 11? 5 and 5 and 4 can't be 11.
2114.
And there's zeros. This is an easy one. It's 14. Yeah.
30.
30.
2114, right?
705.
2114. The
How do you
next
get
one is 30.
how do you get 11705?
And then
11705 is for 300 years. No, it's
seven.
for
Huh?
173
7.
3 Maxolim.
Howard, what is
300 is 3 Maxolim.
Good. Okay.
So 2114
Simplify.
1080
So 2114 minus 1080.
is 9.
934.
934.
Good.
31 is 7. Add
31
1
is
is
7.
8, so it's 17934.
Good. So the molad of this year of Tishrei was
Well, 7.
Oh, sorry.
as
Oh, 30.
Wait, how did you get 934?
Minus
I got
10,
1,034.
No, 1080 minus
2114.
2114.
Minus 1080
Oh,
is
he's right.
1,034.
I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah. He's right.
Yeah.
So the molad of this year, conjunction of this year, happened when? Give me a time. Translate it. 1/7.
One Sunday or one Sunday?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Sunday 1 a.m.
Sunday 1 a.m.
157.
1 a.m. and 10:34 halakim, which is
57.
probably about
55
35 minutes. Because
No.
1080.
55 minutes.
55.
Like 1:55 a.m. Now, That's when the Molad happened. When was Rosh Chodesh?
Saturday.
When was this?
No,
This year, Rosh Hashanah. When was Rosh Hashanah? What day of the year?
Oh, Monday.
Monday.
Night.
This
Monday
can't be
night.
Sunday.
It was Sunday night.
Right.
It was
Monday
Monday.
night. Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Why? Should have been Sunday.
No, well, I do. No.
How come Rosh Hashanah was on Sunday?
Oh, 'cause we have to
yeah,
add
no,
back
I
the
did.
day, we have to add back the,
We'll find out next week.
Alright,
Now,
cliffhanger.
but Rosh Hashanah should have been on. It's 1:55 a.m. Sunday. That's the Molad. Rosh Chodesh should be on the Molad. Rosh Hashanah should be on the Molad. Rosh Hashanah should be on Sunday. It's not. This is the right Molad. You figured out right. It wasn't Sunday.
Wait,
And
Rabbi,
next week we'll find out why.
Let's
You
just-
have to come back.
Rabbi, let's continue to this month.
Cliffhanger.
For this month.
It was
All right, you want to do it? Good. Now, I'm not adding you touch like to that, guys. He has said something else, guys. Let's say I wanted to find Heshvan. Let's say I wanted to find.
Add one. Add
Deep
one.
touch.
Add 112. 793.
Right, to that. But I don't want to cheat. That's right. But I want to